Okay, guys, we're back. I wanted to apologize the last video that I put on, which I did this morning when I first got up and before I went to work. I was having some audio problems, so I'm going to redo the Melbourne airport, and I really apologize, but we'll get you a really good video in here. We're back in Melbourne. We're going to start with a clear day, beautiful, beautiful day at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'll get busy.
Tower, velocity 683 requesting push and start.
Alrighty, let's get this set up a little bit for you. Let me pause that real quick. Get you aiders where y'all can see what's going on. Get some lights on the subject. Alrighty, here we go. Velocity 683, pushback approved, expect runway 34.
Ground, 34 pushback approved.
And we're off, guys.
Velocity 683.
Now, guys, I promise you, hang with me. This is slow now, but it's definitely going to pick up. Also, too, if you don't mind, subscribe to my channel. You'll get emails or messages when I put on a new video. Like my content if you like it, I'd appreciate it. But most of all, leave me a comment and tell me how I'm doing. Tell me what I need to do different. I'm really, really new at this, and any help y'all can give me, I gratefully appreciate it. I'm still trying to learn to use my video editing software, so we're going to upgrade a little bit and do that once I learn how to do
Tower, Qantas 812 requesting push and start.
Qantas 812, pushback approved, expect runway 34.
Ground, 34 pushback approved. Qantas 812.
Any comments you could give me, any
Ground,
suggestion, I would gratefully
velocity
appreciate it.
683 ready to taxi.
Velocity 683, runway 34, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34 taxi via Alpha, velocity 683.
Guys, like I say, I'm really new at this, so the response has been fantastic, man. I mean, I always heard that the YouTube crowd was a close knit bunch of guys and gals, and boy, you really are. Boy, y'all, the words of encouragement that I've got from some of my watchers, it's just been fantastic. Some of the friends I've made, it's just been great. Like I say, I'm real new at this. Been doing it
Ground,
about 2
Qantas
weeks.
812 ready to taxi.
Qantas 812, runway 34, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34 taxi via Alpha, Qantas 812.
There he goes. So right now where I'm at, it's about 8:30 in the evening. I just got off work. Went in at 11 today and got off at 8. Not too bad. It's one of my short days. But my wife and I work together as a team. We manage a independent living retirement facility, and just love it, guys. We just love it. Wished I'd have done it 20 years ago. if any of you guys are interested in partnering up with your wife and our husband and running a independent living facility, it's definitely it's worth the try. We work for Hawthorne Senior Living, and would recommend this job to anybody. It's great. It's not easy. It's not difficult to apply with them. Go to workingcouples.com, and usually that's where they advertise for manager couples. Generally, you'll start off as assistant managers, and then work your way up from there. Uh, it's not unreasonable to think maybe 6 months after you've hired on as assistants, you could possibly go to work as managers. Gotta be willing to travel though. That's one thing. You're probably going to have to relocate. Wasn't hard for us. All of our kids are grown, so we have 5, by the way, and 3 grandbabies with 1 on the way. So storming a little bit here in West Burr tonight. Here's some thunder in the background. See if I can open the curtain a little bit. Let's see what's going on out there. All right, as I said, we're in Melbourne, Australia tonight. Just purchased this DLC from Steam. You can also buy it on Tower 3D Pro, their website. You can buy the airports. You can buy the real traffic mod, which is what I've got, and you can also buy the real colors mod, which is what I've got. The real traffic mod will work on any airports you have. However, if you want the real colors, you have to buy those individually, depending on your airport. So, as I said, you would go and you would buy the airport because it's not part of the original game. Then you would buy the colors mod, and then you would buy, the real traffics mod. Then you would buy the colored mods for Melbourne, Australia. So, all right, let's clear him to go. Vortex 638, runway 34. What was his name? Velocity 683, runway 34, climb 2000 on reaching, turn right, heading 350, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34, climb to 2000 on reaching, turn right, heading 350, contact departure, cleared for takeoff, velocity 683. Tower, Jetstar 564 requesting push and start.
Jetstar 564, pushback approved, expect runway 34.
Ground, 34 pushback approved. Jetstar 564.
And once again, I apologize, guys. I walked in the door, hit the shower, jumped out of the shower, and on the computer. So it took me a little bit to get myself adjusted where I needed to be, get myself together to give you a top quality video, which is what I'm trying to do. So, but we're pushing some 10 now.
Tower, TIGGOS 448 with you, runway 34.
TIGGOS 448. What in the world? Last plane call.
Tower, TIGGOS 448 with you, runway 34.
TIGGOS 48, runway 34, cleared to land. TIGGOS 448, runway 34, cleared to land.
Runway 34 cleared to land, TIGGOS 448. Tower, Qantas 434 requesting push and start.
Qantas 434, pushback approved, expect runway 34.
Ground, 34 pushback approved. Qantas 434.
Tower, Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69 requesting push and start.
Ground, Jetstar 564 ready to taxi.
Jetstar 564, pushback approved.
Say again.
Jetstar 564, runway 34, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34 taxi via Alpha, Jetstar 564.
Who in the world is that? WSD. Ah, crap.
Ground, Qantas 434 ready to taxi.
Ground, 34 pushback approved. Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69.
Qantas 434. Qantas 434, runway 34, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34 taxi via Alpha, Qantas 434.
All right. He's going to be a little bitty guy. Qantas 812, runway 34, climb 2000 on reaching, turn right heading 000, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34, climb to 2000 on reaching, turn right heading 0, contact departure, cleared for takeoff. Qantas 812. Tower, velocity 838 with you, runway 34.
Velocity 838, runway 34, clear to land. Velocity 838, runway 34, cleared to land. That is not
Runway
what I
34,
said.
climb to 2000 on reaching, turn right heading 0, contact departure, cleared for takeoff. Qantas 812.
Velocity 838, runway 34, cleared to land. What
Ground,
in the world is
Whiskey
going
Sierra
on?
Delta Mike 69 ready to taxi.
Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69, runway 34.
Runway 34 Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69.
Velocity 838, runway 34, cleared to land.
Runway 34, cleared to land, velocity 838.
Not sure what happened there. I've never had that problem before. Jetstar 564, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34, line up and wait, Jetstar 564.
Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69, runway 34, taxi via Whiskey.
Runway 34 taxi via Whiskey Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69. Tower, Qantas 685 requesting push and start.
Qantas 685, pushback approved, expect runway 34.
Ground, 34 pushback approved. Qantas 685.
Jetstar 564, runway 34, climb 2000 on reaching, turn right heading 0, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34, climb to 2000 on reaching, turn right heading 0, contact departure, cleared for takeoff, Jetstar 564.
So I need those guys to hit 010. I'm trying to do 30
Ground,
degrees.
Qantas 685 ready to taxi.
Qantas 685, runway 34, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34 taxi via Alpha Qantas 685.
Whiskey Sierra David Mike 69, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69.
I wish we were a little closer to the airplanes. That's one of the joys of this game, is to watch these beautiful aircraft. And you can't hardly see them on this one, so got a pretty good distance. But I owed you guys a video from one I had this morning, so we'll live with it. This will probably be a better airport to work at nighttime than it is during the day. So. Well, I did, didn't I? I sure did. I cleared him to... Where did he... Oh, you know what? He just landed.
Tower, Alpha 36002 with you runway 34.
Alpha 36002, runway 34, cleared to land.
Runway 34 cleared to land Alpha 36002.
William Sierra Delta Mike 69, runway 34, climb 2000 on reaching, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 climb to 2000 on reaching, contact departure, cleared for takeoff Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69.
We're going to get him out of there. Wish we could zoom on in there a little bit. Come on, dude. You got to keep an eye on that D-Bright, guys, and that's where I failed right there. I sure did. I'm sitting here talking, thinking about something else. It's kind of odd. All right. Velocity 838. Taxi to terminal via Foxtrot Victor Golf. Damn it. Velocity 838. Taxi to terminal. It's just not going to read it. For some reason or another, it's just not going to read it.
Taxi to terminal velocity 838.
Qantas 434, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait Qantas 434.
Qantas 434, runway 34, climb 02000 on reaching, turn right heading 010. Contact departure cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 climb to 2000 on reaching, turn right heading 10. Contact departure cleared for takeoff Qantas 434.
Okay, at Alpha 36002 is going to be within a 5-mile range, so we're going to wind up putting Qantas behind the next landing aircraft comes in.
Tower, Qantas 855 with you runway 34.
Qantas 855, runway 34, cleared to land.
Runway 34 cleared to land Qantas 855.
Qantas 685, runway 34, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 34 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft Qantas 685.
And guys, if you'll notice my D-Bright over here, I'm sending these guys up to 2000 before they switch over to departure. And you watch this guy, when he reaches 020, he'll disappear from my D-Bright. There's 18, there's 19, and 2000. There he goes. Bye-bye. It saves you from having to wait for these guys to take off and then advise them to contact departure. And when you work in a busy airport, that's a good thing.
Tower, Malaysian 148 requesting push and start.
Malaysian 148, pushback approved. Expect runway 34.
Ground, 34 pushback approved. Malaysian 148.
That's MAS. And there comes Alpha 36002. We might let him turn at Juliet.
Ground,
Alpha
Malaysian 148 ready to taxi.
36002, taxi to terminal via Juliet Sierra.
Taxi to terminal via Juliet Sierra Alpha 36002.
Malaysian 148, runway 34.
Runway 34 Malaysian 148.
Is he gonna turn? Yeah, I believe he's gonna make that. No, he's not. Alpha 36002, taxi to terminal via Golf Victor Sierra.
Taxi to terminal via Golf Victor Sierra Alpha 36002.
If we ever get this knucklehead off the runway. Oh, come on, dude. Qantas 685, runway 34, climb 02000 on reach and turn right, heading 010, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 climb to 2000 on reaching turn right heading 10, contact departure cleared for takeoff Qantas 685.
Alpha 36002, taxi to terminal via Victor Yankee Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Victor Yankee Alpha Alpha 36002. Tower, Velocity 849er requesting push and start.
Velocity 849er, pushback approved, expect runway 34.
Tower, Velocity 849er requesting push and start.
Velocity 849er, pushback approved, accept runway 34. I'll be damn. Velocity 849er, well, I'll be dang, I'll be dang. Velocity 849er, it is not going to accept velocity for some reason.
Ground, 34 pushback approved. Velocity 849er.
Velocity 849er. Velocity 849er. Velocity 849er.
Tower, velocity 1323 with you runway 34.
Velocity 1323. It's just not going to take it for some reason.
Runway 34 cleared to land velocity
You don't
1323.
understand that. I had a velocity earlier and it did it just fine. No problem at all. Qantas 855. Taxi to terminal via Foxtrot.
Taxi to terminal via Foxtrot Qantas 855.
Velocity 1323. Velocity 1323. Velocity 1323. There we go. Velocity 1323, runway 34 cleared to land.
Runway 34 cleared to land, velocity 1323.
Malaysian 148, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait, Malaysian 148. Ground, velocity 849er ready to taxi.
Gosh guys, I'm really sorry. Velocity 849er, pushback approved. Velocity 849er. Now it's not going to take it. Velocity 849er. Velocity 849er. Velocity 849er. It's just not going to do it.
Runway 34 velocity 849er. Hold position, velocity 849er.
Malaysian 148, runway 34, climb 02000 on reaching, turn right, heading 010, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 climb to 2000 on reaching, turn right, heading 10, contact departure, cleared for takeoff, Malaysian 148. Continue taxi, velocity 849er.
Velocity 1323. I did. Velocity 1323. Velocity 1323. Velocity 1323. Velocity 1323. Yeah. Sometimes it'll take it, sometimes it won't. That's a pretty paint scheme on that aircraft. Velocity 849er. Velocity runway 34. Line up and wait. God damn it. Velocity 849er. Velocity 849er. Velocity 849er. Oh Lord. And got a velocity coming in. Velocity 8. Velocity 1323. Wow. It's the only one I've ever had problems with, guys. That one right there is velocity. Velocity 1323. It's just not going to do it. For some reason or another, it's here in last.
Tower, velocity 331 requesting
damn.
push and start.
Velocity 331, pushback approved. Velocity 331.
Ground, 34 pushback approved. Velocity 331.
Velocity 1312. Velocity 1323. Just not gonna do it.
Taxi to terminal velocity 1323.
Ground, velocity 331 ready to taxi. Runway 34 line up and wait velocity 849er. Runway 34 velocity 331.
The only airplane that it doesn't recognize its name, and then I've got a whole board full of them. Isn't that something? Velocity 849er. Velocity 849er. I guess you could call it till you're blue in the face.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff velocity 849er.
Velocity 849er. Then it hurt it. Velocity 849er. Runway 34, climb 2000 on reaching, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 climb to 2000 on reaching, contact departure, cleared for takeoff velocity 849er.
Velocity 331. Velocity. That's how you do it. Velocity 331. Runway 34, climb 2000 on reach and turn right heading 010, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 climb to 2000 on reaching, turn right heading 10, contact departure, cleared for takeoff velocity 331.
So it's velocity, guys. Instead of velocity, it's velocity. I answered every time. Isn't that something? Isn't it amazing? Regardless, guys, this game is still a freaking hoot. I'm telling you, just have a great time playing it. Alright guys, we're going to call it a video right there. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, I apologize for the earlier video where my sound was messed up. But we're going to stop there and get this thing downloaded, and I hope you guys have a great evening.